Welcome all in this video. We are now going to learn about sessions. Sessions are used to remember things about a user while they move around a website without saving that information in their browser. So in Django, sessions help the server keep track of things like whether a user is logged in, let's say what's in their shopping cart or what language they picked. Although these things are possible using cookies also, but we are going to discuss the difference as well. The main purpose of sessions is to store data safely on the server, so it stays private and doesn't get lost between the pages. So the most common example is a login system. Although we do have cookies to perform such tasks, but the main difference between cookies and sessions is that cookies are stored on the client side, that is the user's browser, while sessions are stored on the server, making sessions more secure for storing sensitive information. Cookies are usually used for long-term data, while sessions are temporary and expire after a period of inactivity. Let's get started with implementation of basic sessions in Django. We are going to set up three simple functions which will set our session, get the session, and delete the session. So for this, we are going to create one function as setsession. Pass the request argument. We need to use request.sessionDictionary, and let's say you would like to mention username equals to some value, let's say Anuj. Same way you need to set for another piece of information, and that is, let's say, email. Email equals to, let's say, anuj@gmail.com, and you're going to return an HTTP response that says that the session has been set. The session is set successfully. Same way, we are going to have another function, get session. Pass the request. So in order to get, you can say for fetching the session, you need to create two variables. Let's say username equals to request.session.get, and you need to mention the key that has been set as the session data. So just in case if the username is available, it will show that, or else it's going to print guest. Next variable we will take email session.get email, and just in case if the email is not available, it will show guest@gmail.com. So these two represent the default values, and you're going to return an HTTP response let's say it can be welcome username and email. You can use the F string. Now next is we have to delete the session. Delete session, pass request. So you're going to use request.session.flush, and just you need an HTTP response. Session data has been deleted. So all these three functions actually simulate the daily life example where you are logging into a particular web application and the session data is set that time. And similarly, when you are logged into the application, it generally says welcome, username and all. So here we are going to fetch that session data. And when you are logging out, you are actually deleting the session and it redirects you to the login page. Let's create the three URLs: path, set-session, call the function set_session. Next we have, for getting the session, get session views.get_session. Next is for deleting, delete-session. Okay, I'm going to change this one to set-session. Delete-session, comma, views.delete_session. So let's check it on the browser. Let's go to set-session. The session is set successfully. Now let's get the session. Welcome Anuj and the email. Now you want to delete the session. Session data has been deleted. To verify, once again you get the session and you see the default value guest@gmail.com.